Alright, what's up, y'all? It's me. Excuse me. Like I said in the description, I'm just doing a quick house tour to show my mom. This is my bedroom. This is where it all happens. See, there's a sign that says Addie's room. So you come in, I got a pig. So this is where he lives. Covered area, an outside area. Excuse me. That's Soup's high because foxes and wolves. And also I don't want him to get out. Because I love him. I feed him every day. Which, let's do that right now, actually. Since I just spawned in. They eat carrots, potatoes, and I think beetroot. I don't remember. Feed you. Now he's in a state that he can mate. But we're not gonna do that right now because I don't have another pig and I don't feel like it. Anyways, this is my actual bedroom, like I said. This isn't where I put my book. That doesn't have anything in it right now. This is my cat, my dog. Look, put a little bed there. This is where I keep things that I've used slash where I put stuff before I save. Because sometimes when I load back in, everything I had in my inventory will just be gone, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? So I'd rather just not chance it. So every time I save my games, I make sure to dump everything in the chest before I save it. So this is usually the chest that it gets dumped into. This is where I keep new stuff that I don't want to be used by just anybody. So it's mostly all enchanted stuff and then like iron pickaxes and stuff. This has just, you know, stuff that I want to keep to myself in it. Excuse me. Okay, I had to make sure that the mic was on for obvious reasons because that's happened to me before. Let's go to bed real quick so it'll be daytime. Hold on. The cat sleeps on top of your legs. He's my favorite. And he gave me round flesh. Yay. Over here is my closet, quote unquote. That's just where I put that stuff. And then over here is my own little viewing theater. Just for me. There's a light there to keep. This is in peaceful mode, but if we ever take it off of peaceful mode, I don't want things to spawn inside. Like you saw, this is where the pig pen is, this is where his stuff is. These are used to corral him while I'm riding on his back. That's why he has a saddle. So this is the kitchen, not kitchen, breakfast nook like thing. Obviously you can't eat food like you would IRL, so it's just for, you got 3 campfires, so that's 4 pieces of meat per campfire, so you can cook 12 pieces of meat on them there campfires. This is where I keep all the meat and fish. This is where I keep things that don't have a space downstairs in the extended storage, but like things that are fruit and vegetables and whatever, non-meats. This is where the eggs are. Now, the reason why I have such extended storage downstairs, which I'm about to show you, is because of the eggs. I get so many eggs because of a farm that I have that I had to make extended storage. Now this is based off of the storage facilities that Julian Solomita has in his SMP with Will Shahan. But that's where I got the inspiration for this specifically. But the real inspiration is just needing more space. Like, that was why I did it. So you come down here and Wango Tango, Bingo Bango. There are so many more things, and then I put these here. You just go and you're like, this is where this needs to go, blah blah blah, whatever, right? I already have more egg storage than I even know what to like. And why do I have all these eggs? I don't know, because I like him. I'm weird. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I mean, I know why I have so many eggs. It's because I have a lot of chickens, which I'll show you in my farm. I just don't know why I did that to myself. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Anyways, so there's soup in here. These are wheat seeds. I think these are cocoa beans. No, these are beetroot seeds. Carrots, potatoes, wheat, eggs, sugar, water. There's no water in there. There's literally just a bucket of milk. There's nothing in these, which is why they don't have a frame on them. this has bone meal. This is what this is for. I'll show you this. This is a little indoor bone meal station. So the hopper that's normally right there is gone. I'll show you. This is a hopper. So the hopper funnels stuff from whatever is on top of it, basically. Or whatever you put in it, because you can put stuff inside of a hopper. Here, I'll show you. You open it. This is the item hopper. This is where you can put the few things that it can hold at once. Excuse me. So what you do is you put something on top of it. Like this is a composter, which turns organic items into bone meal, which bone meal in this game is used to grow stuff. I use it in my farms out there, which I will show you in a second. But usually there's a hopper here, and there's a hopper up here, which has potatoes in it. And then they go in here and turn into a baked potato, because baked potatoes are really good for the composter, and that's how you get a lot of bone meal. This is what bone meal looks like. And so I grow a lot of potatoes, and so when I bring them back, put some in the hopper, put the rest downstairs. But so you just fill that up, and then it turns into bone meal. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Turns into bone meal, and then once it's bone... Wow! Sorry. It turns into bone meal, and then once it's done, it goes in here, and then boom. See? Got another piece of bone meal. So that's how that is. This has eggs in it, beetroot. I just use this to cook stuff. That's why these are out here, and then... To make bread, actually, you just use wheat, which I don't have any on me, and a crafting table instead of, like, making it yourself, which is interesting. Oh, right, let me talk about this a little bit, sorry. So I made this, it's, like, actually, like, a chimney, and I just put these here, a cute little moment, you know? It's just cute, I think it's cute. There was glass here, which made it even cuter, but then you couldn't get the food once it was done cooking, like, it would just float there behind the glass. And there were glass glass panes too. They weren't like excuse me, normal glass. Like it wasn't glass like this. But it didn't work. Anyways, here is everything else storage. I'm actually going to because I don't want to, and I don't have a hopper on me to be able to do that right now. Excuse me. So this is where everything else is storage. So over here we got organic items that aren't necessarily edible. That's where, well, rotten flesh is edible, but I don't want to eat it. Like, no thank you. But this is where we keep things that are organic items that aren't necessarily edible, or that we want. Dandelion leather, which is used to make the frames. We got ink sac. We have this ink sac, and we got some glowing ink sacs. We got a hay bale, some tree saplings, feathers, string, dye, vines, rabbit hide, which my cat brings me sometimes. That's another reason to have a cat and make sure that you sleep at night, is because sometimes they bring you things. Like when I woke up, there was the rotten flesh sitting there. So sometimes they bring me rabbit hides, sometimes they bring me rabbit foot, sometimes he brings me string. Sometimes it brings me feathers. Other times, yeah, a lot. It brought me a phantom membrane. I'm still not 100% sure what those can be used for. I tried to look it up on the Minecraft wiki, and I just got more confused. So I don't actually know. And here's where I keep ore that I don't have that much of. This used to be where I kept all the ore, but then I extended this storage. So this storage space used to just be this. It didn't have this. Okay? It didn't have a see-through floor. Into more storage space. Anyways, so this is where you would put, this is, you see it says build prep. We got 4 of them. I don't know why I put so many. Excuse me. But in here is where you would put things to do a build. Like I just built a automatic pumpkin and melon seed farm, and while I was gathering the materials, this is where I put it. And then this same concept here, travel prep. Sometimes me and my friends who are on this realm with me like to go on adventures, and so we'll gather supplies together in here. That's why there's a compass in here actually. So that's what that is for. That is build prep. This is where all of the unused machinery and things like that are. So I'll open it up. So we got everything in here. We got minecart. We got the composter, which again turns things into bone meal. Furnace, which is how you smelt stuff, which is like what I was doing with those potatoes. But you can also smelt ore like iron and gold, things like that. Excuse me. A cauldron, which is just a way to collect things and do spells, I guess. I don't know. We got rails. We have a redstone repeater, which is how you basically extend an electric signal. We got sticky piston, which is a piston which pushes things out, but this one, since it's sticky, can bring the thing back in. That's used made slime. That's made using slime. A crafting table is what you use to craft things. So pretty much everything I have in this thing has been crafted with one of these. And I like to keep a couple extra around just in case, because as you'll see when we go downstairs and upstairs, up the ladder, excuse me, there are crafting tables in other spaces because it was just impractical to just have the one crafting table in the wall when I have so much extra space. Like, why would I want to come upstairs to have to craft stuff? Like, plus I have ADHD, so by the time I get upstairs, I already forgot what I was doing. So, you know, like I'm like, wait, why did I come up here? I don't even remember. Excuse me. A powered rail, which gives a signal to a minecart, which makes it move. A lever, which is like, you know, self-explanatory. This is the hoppers that I was talking about before. A cartography table, which is how you make maps. This is an observer, which is a device that you use. I'll show you. I use them in my what's the word I'm looking for? And my farms, in a couple of my farms. So basically, what it does is it's kind of self-explanatory, because what it does is once it notices something, so once it observes something, it is used to tell another item to, how do I say this? Once it senses something, it tells another thing to react, right? So I'll show you when we go to the automatic melon farm, but I have a bunch of observers in there, and so once the melon grows, right, the observer detects the growth and makes the pistons that are up there push down, hence forth, nope, which pushes all the fruits down too once they grow. It pushes them through, and then a minecart comes and collects it. I'll show you once we get out there what I'm actually talking about. This is a dropper, which once a signal is detected, drops whatever you tell it to. You can put several things in here. I have 2 different farms that have these, which I'll show you. One shears sheep, and the other one is for growing trees. It drops bone meal on trees. This is a target. You know, use it for target practice. I don't remember the reason why I made these. There's something that I was doing that required targets. This is a grindstone. You can repair stuff and disenchant items with them. And then chests. So that's in there. This is everything I've ever got from the nether for the most part. It's not like everything, but there's a lot of stuff that I just don't, it just doesn't fit in other places. Torches, light sources. So we got the campfire in here, glowstone, which I got in the nether, and the shroom light, which I got in the nether, and then glow, lichen, whatever, I don't know what that is. Sticks, you need them to build torches, tools, just other things, you know. Pickaxes, which you use to mine things. Buckets, boats. I think there's arrows and a, what's it called? A bow in there. Glass, sand, dirt, wood, planks, and things like that. Bamboo, which can be turned into sticks, and scaffolding, which is used to build stuff. It's really cool. Sugarcane, stones that are not cobblestone, logs, cobblestone based things, axes, shovels, more pickaxes, because I just, well, this is pretty empty right now, but when I originally made that, excuse me, this was completely full. I already showed you that. This is where I keep charcoal and coal and flint, which are used to power furnaces and make arrows and things like that. The flint is used to make the arrows. Again, this is the crafting table. Let's go over here. This is a wall of furnaces. So you come up here, this is where all the stuff is. Excuse me. So this might look familiar, that's on the chest down there. This is a stone cutter. You have stone, it cuts it. Cartography table, like I told you. This is grindstone, which is where you repair and disenchant things. That's a brewing stand. This is a smithing table where you can upgrade your gear, which I've not been able to do because I've not been able to find the one item I need to be able to do that. Again, crafting table. This is where we keep all our wool. This is where we keep our swords, because we don't really use them because this mode is on peaceful mode, so you don't really need them. Obviously, if I want to go out and, knock out a couple pigs, knock out some cows to get the hide, to get their leather, then I'll do that. And you also get XP, which is that green bar there with the 20 on top of it, which is used to enchant stuff. Those are enchantment levels. We found a geode, an amethyst geode, down in the lush forest. Excuse me. This is redstone, which is how you make basically like electric signals. You use redstone to make the redstone repeater, the powered rails, a lot of other things like that. This is just miscellaneous. These are empty. This has just random, I don't even know. Armor and saddles and just random stuff like that. I don't even know. I don't know. This is stairs, ladders, things to get up. This is gates. I don't have any right now. Well, not gates. This is fencing. I don't have any right now. This is doors, including gates to fences. Maps. Wang Tang. Bang. I don't know. So that's that. Now, I made extended storage just because I could. I didn't actually need to. Like, the only thing that really needed the extended storage was the eggs, but then I decided, why not, So then I went kind of crazy. Yeah. So this is magma blocks. That's gunpowder. That's clay. Those are bricks, which are made by putting the clay in furnaces. Quartz, smelted iron turned into an ingot, gold. I think those are the only things I actually have. Yeah. But I mean, it's a pretty cool extended storage area, if I do say so myself. And I was really proud of it, Because sometimes I put things in places because I don't have another place to put them, and they're like kind of related, but they don't actually need that. You know what I mean? I made another miscellaneous. It's empty right now, but it's better safe than sorry. This is where I keep charcoal for the furnaces down here, charcoal and coal and that kind of thing. And then there's a door here, which is connected to the food storage, and you can go up that way too. Instead of going, So it's also connected so that, like, if I need to do something in storages, between storages, I can just go to them instead of having to. I used to have to go up the ladder, come all the way around, and come in this way, and then go down there. But now, it's connected. I like that. Also, I didn't mention this before. This is the charcoal. You can also access it from inside the food storage. But you can't really access it unless, I mean, you could go in here, but that's like a whole thing. That's why I put another one down there. Let's go. This is Anaya's hole in the wall. Welcome. I'm giving a tour. You missed the first half. This is the enchantment room. This is where we enchant stuff. So you keep lapis in here. This is an anvil, which is how you can repair and name stuff. Some of my stuff has names. Like I have shears. They're named Brittany Shears. I have an iron. What's the word I'm looking for? Pickaxe called Iron Giant. Stuff like that. This is, repair and disenchant. Caught a couple furnaces in here. These are where you put the things that you want to be enchanted, or to be repaired. And then just random stuff. This is empty right now, but there was random stuff in there. And then this is an enchantment table, here, I'll show you. Excuse me. I'm not actually going to enchant anything because I don't need to, but this is how this works. You put it, blap, and then you choose which one you want. And then in here, which requires more enchantment levels, which is why it's why there's a separate one, is another enchantment table, but the enchantments get more powerful and things like that once you you get better enchantments if it's surrounded by books, like this. You can also keep all the enchantments that you can get. So I wouldn't have to choose between sharpness. I would just have it all. If I had 30 level 30 levels like that, I could get unbreaking on this and the sharpness, which would be dope. But I don't have it right now because they fixed the XP glitch. So that's fun. You can enchant tools, books. Enchanting books is how you enchant things like shears because they can't be enchanted normally. You couldn't put them in the enchantment table. This was where I had glowberries, but they are just growing and not really doing anything, so this is the axolotl room. We have 3 axolotls. See? Got this white one with bluish legs, a pink guy, and a brown one. Where'd he go? He in there. Where'd he go? There he is. Hi, Bubba. Look at him. They're so cute. I love them so much. Look at him, little head tilt. Do your little head tilt. Look at them. Look at them. They're like, what you doing? Don't worry about me, fellas. Yeah. So, to feed them, you need tropical fish, and they have to be alive. They will not eat. Yeah. They're a little bougie. This is where Anaya's room used to be. So that's why it says that. But then they moved their bed up closer because we would be outside. And then we'd want to run back inside to sleep. And she'd have to come all the way downstairs. So this is the entrance to where you would go to into the lush forest, which is absolutely gorgeous. Oop, you know what? Actually, hold on. Let me get something really quickly. If fast motion, if you get motion sickness, I would suggest to look away for a second. Okay. I'll tell you when to look back. Alright. So you can see the axolotls from here. If they're in there. I like that. This is just an area that we were going into a lot. Found some stuff. And then again, I prepped this whole area to be ready if we ever do go off peaceful mode. So we can get into spaces, but they can't. You know what I mean? So that's why there's only pressure plates on the inside of this door and not out here. Because if there is something that could get us, we could at least escape into our house and be good. We just happened to build into the side of a mountain and then go down a little bit, and boom, lush forest. Yeah. So you can go this way to go to the lush forest, which again, for the same exact reason, there are only pressure plates on this side, because if there is a bad guy in here, then they can go elsewhere, and you can escape into here. So they can get out, but they can't get back in. Lush forest and a dead end ahead. So, like, okay, so there's signs because sometimes people get lost. Not me, though. That'll be easy. So the lush forest, you can enter the lush forest down that way. And then this is a dead end. There's nothing over here. Like, it doesn't keep going, is my point. There was, you know, access to the outside world. And again, just in case we ever go out of peaceful mode, I want to be ready. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that sign one day. Again, safety measures. I think about these things. I did all of this. Another outside access. That's just like a random. Like I was mining this cobble. When you mine stone, it turns into cobblestone, and then you put it in a furnace, and it becomes stone again, so it looks like this again. So I was mining it, and then it also kind of connects to the dead end that's over there. That I was like, this leads to a dead end, which is technically not a lie. I put that there before I started digging over here. So that's why there's just like a random is it gonna show me on my phone? Or is it gonna be weird? Of course. Hold on a second. It won't. Hi. Anyways. Alright. Sorry, my stream is going on my phone. What? Welcome, I'm doing a tour, y'all are kinda late. So right now I'm about to go into the lush forest, which, just warning, it gets dark because you're going down deep and there's bats. Ooh, actually, you know what I didn't do? Check the volume levels for you guys. My TV is muted. So I just wanted to make sure it's good. Okay, yeah. We're good. So that's a bat. They live in caves. They're kind of mad at us because there's a bunch of lights in here. To the lush forest. Let's go. I came in one day because going through the lush forest was kind of one misstep and you would just fall. And I just did this. I put a bunch of steps. They're kind of wonky in some areas because I was just like trying to get it done. But yeah, this is how you get to the lush forest. I put all these steps in. I spent a lot of time playing this game. And this is it. It's freaking beautiful. It's not as beautiful once you get down here as it was because it used to be covered in mossy blocks, and then I took them to be used and my composter to make bone meal. I don't feel bad about it. It's a video game and not real life. What? This is the lush forest. You can find them in any overworld biome. Well, not any, but you just happen to move into the side of a mountain and it was right here. This is where you find axolotls. I'm currently looking for some fish real quick. Alright, so we just started like, ooh, heck yeah. We just started exploring more, and I found some cool stuff, if I do say so myself. Cool. Cool. Alright. So there's just, if you keep going this way. What? Sorry. What am I gonna say? If you keep going this way, it's just like more stone and stuff, and lava and water this way. So that's, you know, part of where we live. Let me go back. So it's just like really pretty in a lot of areas. And then if you go over here, see the sign? It says there's a mob spawner. So up here, because it's in peaceful mode, it won't work. Where are you? But up here, there's a little cage with a spinny guy, and that's how it spawns mobs. This one has a zombie in it, but since it's in peaceful mode, it cannot work. You can get a lot of XP from breaking these, but you can also get continued XP if you do like mob farms, which I'm gonna put a mob farm on here and turn it on to not peaceful and just do some XP farming one day. Just haven't gotten around to it yet because I'm doing a lot in my overworld. So yeah, there's just a lot of lush forest, a lot of area, just it's really pretty. Again, I will warn you, it gets kind of dark in some areas. So I do have torches to help combat with that. So if it's hard to see, I'm sorry. I really am. It's just how the game works. They're just like, yeah. I mean, it's like accurate in the fact that the lower you get, the harder it is to see because it just gets darker and darker. The absence of light, that kind of thing. That's accurate. See, this is where you get axolotls. Look at them. Hi, buddy. Sometimes you find babies, and they're so cute. This is more of the lush forest. Sometimes there's fish over here. Sometimes there's not. So this is, I'm taking y'all the way that, see how the light starts to close and like the sides get darker on the edges. The first time I went down here, we didn't go this far, so I didn't know. Then I got kind of scared. And then I realized that of course it was because there's low light. See, look at the baby! Look at him! What a little baby! He's following the parent around. In Minecraft, all animals are both because there is no like genitals, and when you feed an animal directly, because if you anyways, they enter breeding mode. As you saw when I fed my pig earlier, he started having hearts around him. That means breeding mode. And then if you feed another animal of the same species, they will breed, and it doesn't matter. Like, there's no way to know who's the mom and who's the dad, you know? At least in close proximity. I think they probably just follow their moms around. So this is where we found, this is where we go. Sometimes we mine. That's why there's like random like dirt there, because there was not dirt. This is not dirt. This is deep slate cobblestone. And a dripstone. Which is cool or whatever. And then I'm gonna take y'all to see the geode. And then we're gonna go outside. Sorry if you have fear of caves, because same. I was only able to go this far because of my friend going with me. Wait, did I pass it? Did I pass where it's at? No. Sorry, I get... This is the only area that I get, like, confused about. Because I don't spend that much time down here. This... No, this is not from that time. I had to dig Anaya out of a hole because they did not know where they were. And, like, honestly, I get it. I've been playing this game since I was in high school, so for like the last 10 years of my life. So, here's the geode. Look how cool that is. Like, it's not beautiful? Is that not cool as heck? We were just walking around down here, and then wham bam, thank you ma'am. It was right there, and I was like, I'm gonna crap my pants, I'm so happy. I didn't crap my pants. But you know, sometimes you just be saying things when you're just that excited. And then there's just more things, you know, you can sometimes ore generates like gold and stuff, and you just go and you get it. The ore that is around that I keep ignoring is copper because you literally get nothing from it. I don't like how dark it is up here. Oh, there's some dripstone. Anyways, let's leave. I forgot that that's a thing. I knew that that was a thing, but like I didn't know where it was. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is what it looks like underneath our house. We built into a side of a mountain and just happened to move on top of a lush forest that has a mob spawner and a geode and all that good stuff. There was another mob spawner down here and I broke it and got like hella levels, but then I was sad because I couldn't do the mob spawner farms. But then we found another one and I was so happy. Well, then I found another one. I play this game a lot. I don't